5 minutes of golf tips to help you with your game without the BS. Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
You missed.
No. All depends on obviously what size grip you've got.
Let's start with the first tip of rotation. There's your end result.
And the ball position can sneak back very quick.
He's finally made one. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, totally different video for you today. Today we're going to try and give you as much information as possible, but keep it really simple in a short period of time. Chris, how are you?
Very good, yourself?
Very good, thank you. So guys, you join us here at Waterfront Golf Club on another episode of Short Game Saturdays. He's finally made one. And we're going to talk you through a couple of golf tips in 5 minutes without any of the BS, Chris, without any of the waffle. So first things first, are you going to get us started with some putting tips?
Pure waffle.
Waffle.
Yes, so first putting tip, one of the biggest things that I want to go through today is going to start with talking about grip pressure. Grip pressure is one of the things that I see a lot of amateurs and pros struggle with, is strangling the grip, being really tight, and it all depends on obviously what size grip you've got, what size hands you've got, so it's all very personal. But we want to be able to not strangle that putter. It allows us to have a little bit more freedom in the stroke. It allows the putter to have a little bit of a swing. So when it comes to that, what we want to talk about is we want to rate it out of a scale of 1 to 10. So nice and easy there. I'm looking for 5 on the scale. So the putter's not obviously falling out of my hands, and I'm not also strangling it and everything gets a little bit rigid. There's no flow. It's very hard for distance control, very hard for strike, and all round just not good for putting.
I actually remember Gary Player saying once that you should hold it like you're holding a budgie in your hands. You don't want to hurt it, but you don't want to let it go.
We'll go with that.
And there's your waffle. Next tip.
There is your waffle. So next tip is ball position. So as we know in putting, same in full swing, ball position is very key to making sure we start that ball on line. And that comes from a good routine. So what I see too often is people come in, they're looking at the hole, they don't think about it, and the ball position can sneak back very quick. So once we've lined the ball up, or once we've picked a point where we want to aim, just like on the golf course, I want you to set the putter first and then build your stance from there. And ideally we want to see that the putter's bang in the middle of the stance and the ball therefore is just in front. That's not going to work for everybody, but that's going to be the most consistent to help you get a lot closer to the hole. The more we go back, the more likelihood you have to miss putts to the right.
What a man, that one.
The more we go forwards, the more chance the face is closed and we miss to the left. So setting that putter in the centre of your stance, then build, and then from here we should be able to repeat. So
and that one would have gone in.
That would have gone in. I think it went in. So that with a light grip pressure is going to help you be more consistent on the putting green.
So guys, 2 very good putting tips there from Chris, the putting and short game expert. I'm going to talk you through some chipping tips now. One of the big things that's helped my game is the amount of rotation I now have in my chipping motion or my pitching motion. So when I take the club away, I feel like the club rotates nicely on the way back, matching the body as well. So the upper body and the forearms all rotate nicely there with the club face, and with that you can generate some nice speed, you can generate some nice strikes, and that's how you can generally control your speed better around the greens. Now Chris mentioned about ball position in putting, and this is equally as important with a wedge. If the ball's too far back, generally you might find you work too steeply into the ball. That's when you're going to catch the ground, that's when you activate that leading edge. We've all been there and done that. If the ball's too far forward, that's when you might hit that one. And that one's not, we don't want that one, Chris, either, do we? It's so important that the ball position's in the right place to match the shot you're trying to play. Obviously, ball position does determine the trajectory you get from the shot as well. I always like to have the ball pretty much central, maybe a little bit further forward, handle nice and neutral. Your weight wants to be ever so slightly left to determine the strike. And from there, we match that with the first tip of rotation, and that's where you get, oh, stop it.
I'm glad they didn't get that.
And that's where, hopefully, there's your end result. So hopefully there we've managed to get that all into 5 minutes for you. 4 pretty standard golf tips which hopefully most of us already do, and if you don't already do them, then make sure you address it.
Yep, so some quick tips there that can make you more consistent, improve your short game, and hopefully save you some shots.
Lower those scores. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That has been another episode of Short Game Saturdays. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Check out Chris Dennis Golf for all your short game necessities.
Necessities.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
And I'll see you next week.
Got it! Oh.